What's up, y'all? So I am back with another video. Today we're doing a life update because I just feel like, I deserve to give y'all some answers and just a little update on what's been going on with me and why it's kind of hard for me to be consistent certain periods of my life and just things like that. So I put some topics in my notes that I just want to touch on and just to help keep me on track so I'm not just rambling, because y'all know I get to rambling. And I have my tea today because y'all know I'm spilling some tea. And if y'all haven't noticed, it's like sleepover. I wanted to just feel comfy, like I'm talking to you guys, like y'all are sitting right here next to me, like Hazel is. So I just first wanted to start off with like my mental state and how I am overall, I guess. So mentally, I feel like I have been good. I have no complaints, honestly. Like every aspect of my life has been great right now. I feel like I am content with where I am. I'm finally like back in grind mode. Before my birthday, I was just kind of, okay, I'll start with the beginning of the year. Like January, I set all these goals, y'all know, as we tend to do. And I'm like, I'm gonna do this, this, and that. And I was doing it, I was sticking to it for a good minute. And then I think like mid-February came and I just kind of fell off all of that. And then when March came around, I went to Miami for spring break. So I just fell back into like drinking and going out. And even when I came back from Miami, I was still in that same like phase of just drinking and going out. Like I was working, but anytime my friends were like, oh, let's come here, let's go outside tonight, I was outside with them, which is fine. It's cool to do that every once in a while, but when you're doing that too much, your life lacks productivity, it lacks structure. It was lacking a lot of stuff that I needed to actually be meeting my goals, and I just wasn't on my stuff like I should have been. So after I gave myself up until my birthday, which I kind of spoke on in my last video, up until my birthday, and I was like, you know what, that is the deadline. That's the middle of the year. My birthday's in June, so that's 6 months, and I need to grind the rest of the year. So currently I'm not drinking, I'm not smoking, and I'm practicing celibacy for as long as I can go. So that's that part. Right now I've just been in grind mode. I'm locked in. I just been trying to push out content. I'm making reels, just trying to focus on the things that matter. And I feel like it's better that I set a foundation now and kind of get routine, because once school starts back, it'll be way harder. And that can kind of lead into my next topic. So a lot of people are wondering, how's school going? Am I still in school? So yes, I am still in school. I am not enrolled in summer classes. However, I missed the deadline for like the courses that I needed. They were all full by the time I went to go apply for them. So I am not in summer classes, but I just took it as everything happens for a reason, and this is just a time for me to focus on my content without any distractions and just working and focusing on getting closer to God and things like that without having to worry about school. Just a little break, because for the last 2 years I have been doing school like year round. I've been doing fall, spring, summer, just year round. That is the update on school. School is cool. Stay in school. Okay, anyway, but yeah, I start back school next month. So I think it's exactly a month from today actually that I will start my classes. So y'all be on the lookout for that as well. Work is good. I do love my current job. I love the people there. Yeah, work is fine. Work is work. I know that it's just temporary to get the bills paid right now, but it is nice to be in an environment that you enjoy being in, because it just makes work a little bit better and easier to just go to every day. You're not going in like, here's work again, blah blah. Currently I feel like my goals are just focusing on content. I try to like change my mindset on content. Like before, I feel like I was just getting in content where it fit in, if that makes sense. To elaborate on that, if I didn't have time for it, or if I felt like I didn't have time for it, I wasn't gonna make time for it. I was just pretty much saying, I'll get to it when I get to it, or when it's easier, or when I feel like the time is right. But I feel like when it comes to content, you kind of have to make time, especially if you aren't in a position to where you can do it full time. You're gonna have to make time for it, because life still goes on, and if you don't make time for it, then you're never really gonna have time for it, and then you'll just be looking back years later wishing that you had grinded harder when you could have. So right now I'm just trying to lock in on content and just put in my mind that I'm already a full-time content creator so that I can really get there. If you already tell yourself that you're something and start acting like one, forming certain habits that full-time content creators have, you know, that's just like if you want to be rich, you should already have a mindset of like, you should try to shift your mindset to the same mindset that rich people have. So that's what I'm trying to do with content, y'all. Another goal is like to really just be more consistent. I lack consistency. I like discipline, which makes me lack consistency, and that's not good. I hate when I start certain routines, or I say I'm going to do this and I do it and then I fall off. Like that has happened my entire life. Even with my fitness journey, I'll say I'm going to lose this amount of weight or get consistent in the gym. I'll do it for maybe like 2 or 3 months, fall back off, and then don't start again until like 6 months later. I don't even start again until I gain weight. So now it forces me to get back in the gym, and it's just like an on again, off again relationship with everything, and I don't like that. I have something to prove to myself in this season of my life. So that's kind of where my head is at. As far as my relationships, y'all, I'm single right now. My last relationship, I know y'all seen it. Y'all didn't really know much because I'm not really open with that kind of stuff, but y'all seen us together, and he was on my channel. He still is. So yeah, we broke up. Well, we officially ended a few months ago. I would say like March was when we officially ended. So it's only been a couple of months. We do still communicate, but not in the way y'all think. It's just like to check in on each other. We still care about each other, so you know, we'll talk here and there, but that's long gone. Not long gone, but it just wasn't really working out. I feel like we both have areas that we need to grow in as individuals, and you know, you can definitely do the work. It's 100% possible when you are with someone, but it's just 1,000 times harder. Like, it's so much easier when you're just single. You have no worries. You can just go with the flow, move at your own pace, and just worry about you, yourself, and God. Like, you know, because I'm giving y'all the tea right now. But yeah, that's really it as far as relationships. I was dating for a little bit. I will say this year was my first year ever kind of like talking and dating multiple people, and it was cool. You know, everyone should definitely experience it just to see. You will never really see what you like. It's good to date around to see what you don't want and what you want in a guy, and just to experience different people, because everyone they'll bring different perspectives and stuff like that. So yeah, it was my first time dating. It was okay, but I'm not for the streets. I'm not that girl. I'm definitely a relationship lover girl at heart. So now I'm back in my like close off, don't want to talk to y'all, I'm sorry, I don't. Yeah, and as far as my friends, I'm very happy in that department. Friends and family, love my mom and my brother to death. They always have my back through whatever, and same with my friends, everything's going good. As y'all can see, I'm actually at Saria's house right now, so I spent time with Saria today, and I absolutely love when we hang out because it's just so therapeutic for me. And I don't even know if she fully understands like how much I don't know if she really understands like how much it really means. We can just be sitting in the room and just being there together, but it's just like being in each other's presence. I don't know, it just does something for me. So I enjoy our time together, and it's really hard. It's kind of hard to spend time with people when you are locked in. And also, Saria's not this type of friend, but when you have friends that are doing things that you're not trying to indulge in at the moment, it's really hard. And I want to talk about that a little bit too, because I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't discuss, like how the connection is kind of lost with some of your friends once you like pull back on certain things. So yeah, I haven't really been hanging out with friends that much. I mean, I still love them and I will check up on them here and there, and they'll check up on me. Like it's no love lost for anybody. But I have been saying no a lot to going out because I already know where my head is at, and I know what it is that I'm trying to get done. And that's the thing. Before, I would always just kind of make, you know, if my friends want to go out, I'm like, they beg me long enough or hard enough, I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do it. But no, once you know what you want and set your mind to it, or at least for me, once I finally start the routine of something and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do it, and there's not gonna be anybody stopping me once I finally set my mind. It might take me a minute to get there, but once my mind is set, I'm not doing it. So that's kind of where I am right now. I have not been going out, and it's kind of, I guess like I said, it's a little bit more difficult because it is summertime, and this is the time where everybody wants to be outside and everybody wants to turn up and go to cookouts and pool parties and drink and stuff like that. But I don't know, I think that just makes it all more great because I can see that I really, really want it so bad because there's so much temptation around me, and I'm still not falling. I'm still not breaking anything I said. I'm still keeping my word. So it honestly just makes me happy. I feel like you can't keep your word to anyone else if you can't even keep a promise to yourself. How can you show up for someone else or really be dependable if you can't even depend on yourself? When you say you're not going to do something, why are you doing it? So that's another way I had to kind of look at things, because it kind of doesn't feel right when you make a promise to yourself and then you go back on it. It makes you feel bad, you don't feel good. So why not just stick to it? Yeah, that is what's going on in the life of Ayanna Monae right now. As far as my relationship with God, I am trying to get stronger. You know, there's seasons where I am in the Bible and praying to him every day and watching sermon videos and all that, and then there's seasons where I'm just praying every day, and I might talk to him throughout the day a little bit here and there, but I'm not really reading the word and stuff like that. But y'all know that stuff is really what keeps you going. When you read the word, is what helps you stay on track. So that's also something I've been doing. Like when I wake up, I do that anyway. Whenever I wake up, before I touch my phone, I have to pray. Like that's a rule I set in my mind, and I started doing it so much, I started catching myself to the point where now I do it. Like without even thinking, I wake up and pray first. When I open my eyes, I pray. So that's a great thing. I love that I do that, but I'm trying to form habits of just coming to him more about certain things. Like even if something is going on in my life, instead of trying to figure it out on my own, I feel like we take on so much stress trying to handle stuff on our own, when literally he be looking like, just give it to me. I can take all your worries away. Just give it to me. And we be down here stressed out, crying, like we just be going through so much when he's right there waiting on us to just call on him so he can be a helping hand. He can take it all away. So that's also another thing I'm trying to work on currently, is just coming to him more about stuff. Like I will literally sit there and overthink myself for the longest, and then he will be like my last resort. Like if I just can't get out of my head, then I'll pray about it. But no, I want to get in the habit of, as soon as something's bothering me, I'm just like, God, I don't know what's going on, but I want to give this to you. I'm putting it in your hands. You do as you please, because that's really the only way you'll be truly, truly, truly at peace. I personally feel like. I feel like you will never be at peace if God is not in it. You might have temporary happiness. You might find yourself not really stressed at the moment, but at the end of the day, it'll always, it's temporary. It won't last unless God is in it. So that's another big thing I'm working on, is my relationship with him, because that's really the foundation. I feel like once you have a great relationship with God, everything else just really falls in line. Once you just start focusing on yourself and doing all the things that you should be doing, being productive every day, everything else will fall in the line. I'm not worried about a relationship right now. That will come when the time is right. That's literally the least of my worries. I have been in a relationship. I've been in 2 long relationships. I was in one off and on when I was in high school, and then my last one, my most recent one, was like over 2 years. So I'm ready to just focus on me and just be single for a good minute, because I'm one of those girls that put a lot into relationships. Like, I'll be putting my all into a relationship and the guy that I'm with, point where I don't even realize until I get out, and I'm just like, wow, I was pouring a lot into that person. Now it's time to pour that back into me. This tea is good. Yeah, it's like it's a different flavor, but it's interesting. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Another habit that I am forming right now is getting back in the gym. So y'all, I have been going consistently for not that long, but you know, it's been consistent. That's all that matters, and I'm gonna continue to be consistent. I've been eating good. I've been eating nothing fried. I've been drinking nothing but water, unless it's something healthy like tea and nothing in it, or kombucha, or just, unless it's a healthy drink, it's water. So that, I've been eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. So last time I went to the store, I literally bought nothing but a bunch of fruit. Like, I bought a lot of fruit. So, you know, the skin clearing up, the stomach getting flatter, the getting fatter, and yeah, I feel like life is good right now. It's up, it's on a rise, and it's only up from here. Gym, I'm trying to, like, I used to just do cardio, but this time around I've been having set days. So today was leg day. I even went to the gym before I hung out with Saria, y'all. Like, I've been making no excuses. Even if I have to work, I will get off and go. Like, I've been consistent. My goal is to go at least 5 times a week. I was gonna say every day, but every day is kind of unrealistic with so much I'm trying to juggle, with everything I'm trying to juggle right now. I'm getting back consistent with content. I'm at work all the time, and then on weekends I'm a double. So yeah, I'm just trying to get back in the flow of things, and I really need to stop trying to and start saying I am, you know, speak it. So okay, I mean, I feel like that was pretty much, I feel like I touched on everything. There's not really anything else I can think of right now that I need to update y'all on. That's really all. I touched on relationships. Well, let's start with the most important. I touched on God. I touched on my mental state, my relationships right now, my friendships, school, work, gym, just where my head is at, goals. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much everything, y'all. Okay, so y'all be on the lookout for more content. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I don't even want to say too much, but just stay tuned. Y'all just stay tuned for more videos and everything like that. And yes, thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.